This
Yeah.
conference will now be recorded.
Okay. All right, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is unusual. We are closing out a day early than when we normally close out because we are getting a new system with Avon, and it is exciting. So don't be scared of it. It is exciting. So we're just going to talk real briefly to make sure everybody is okay and knows what's going to happen here. I can tell you, I just got back from California, from Beverly Hills. The leadership program, there is no changes in this whatsoever. Okay, so for the next year, we are good to go. They're not worried about leadership right now. Obviously, they've stuck to their plan. First of all, was product. They wanted to make sure we had the right products and find out what sells and get our price points on key. And that is what they have. That is what they've done. And I think personally, they've done a terrific job with that. We have had 37 new brands this year. If you think about that, that's crazy. That's crazy. 37. Who does that? Rebranding, bringing in the Home Star. There's just so much that they've done for us, which is absolutely great. And they're going to. They're not done. They are not done. So if any of you had the chance to be on virtually, that is great. If you were able to download the workbook, the roadmap to success, Q1 2022. Now I was in person, so we got the booklet. You need to download this. Don't worry about printing it off. If you've got certain pages that you want to print off, go ahead and do that. That's great. But this is in Avon U, and none of this really, don't do it now because they're getting ready to take the system down tonight. So let's not do that. But there is everything in here from what our agenda was to everything about the new site, and also things like branding yourself, things they're going to be bringing with the new site. But the skincare pages that are on here, they have redone them again. And what they've done this time is pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Things like skin concern, rough and uneven texture. It gives you prep, what they recommend, daily serums, moisturizer, weekly treatment. The really great thing about this is, you know how sometimes when people have problems with their skin, you're like, well, I don't know what to tell them to prep with. If the problem, according to these charts, are not, if there's not something for that subject, it's blank, which is great because you're like, it's kind of their choice, or what do they like? Or instead of you thinking that you're dumb about it, you're not dumb about it. There just really isn't anything if that's the only problem that they are looking to remedy. But I love what they did with this. I think this is the best skincare thing that they've done, identifying your skin type. So we're not going to go through this because this is a lot for next week when we're going through stuff like that. But you need, if you really want to up your skincare game, my suggestion is to download this. Even if you don't want to print it off, download it so you have it on your device so that you can look at this, because skincare, in all honesty, is where the money is in this business, this beauty business. That, of course, makeup, which is a repeat buy too, but our earrings and our fashion and things like that, those things are supposed to be add-ons. But our bubble baths and our deodorants and these things that we have, these things are meant to really up our game. And then, you know what? When a customer really likes what's happening with their skin,
No.
they tend to change people, or they tend to tell people what it is that they're doing, which is great. Um, so so I would suggest that. I couldn't get enough of that. When I went back to my room, I kept looking at how it changed. I thought the last one was good. But look, this goes all the way through. It also has what they call activation, campaign activations. It goes 1 through 6 and tells you, you know what should your action step be according to this brochure. So I like what they've done. It also tells you things like, you know how you're going through the book trying to figure out what is your brochure gift with purchase and things like that. This booklet, this tells you all of that. It takes everything, condenses it in so you don't feel like, oh my gosh, What's going on this campaign? I should have already known this. If you grab this out of Avon You, you're going to know what's happening. And I wish that I'm really hoping they're going to do this every quarter. I think that would be great. But growing your customers, all of that stuff is in there. I love it. Promoting to the next level, beauty news. So y'all don't get mad at me here. So listen to this, okay? Don't get mad at me. I am just what they call. I'm the person delivering the message, okay? So don't get mad at me. Say goodbye to magic and meet your match. I know Janae's head was going to pop up just like that. I knew it was happening. Campaign five, all new match filter serum. There are some things that are coming that are going to be new. And again, they're rebranding everything for our new site and for us. But this is stuff that you could go ahead. Is Avon.com the same as it was back in early 2000? To be real honest, I couldn't tell you that, Tammy, because I didn't start till 2004. So if I tried to answer that like I knew, I'd be like, you dummy, you didn't even start the business till 2004. How you know if it was in 2000? I was a customer then. So I don't know. 2014. So now you're expecting me, Tammy, to remember with my old brain what it was in 2014. That's what you're expecting. I'm going to tell you this, Tammy. I don't think anything's going to be the same, and it shouldn't be the same because see, back then they weren't up on don't lose us, Amy, because you're our end. So if you lose us, you come back because Amy's got something to share that I want her. It's the only thing we're working on with sales this time. The rest of this is just about what's coming. So Amy, you keep coming back because we need you. You're the finale. Everything about this site. Look, do you know that more than 70% of representatives use their phone to run their business? And, I have a computer and I'm probably like 50-50 is what I do because I just do so much and my eyes are so old that I need something bigger. So I still have my computer. But like the whole time that I was in California, I ran everything from my phone, right? That's okay. But what they're doing is, in my opinion, I mean, I'm used to it now. It's so funny. I'm like, I'm finally comfortable with that mobile app thing that we got, and I could go anywhere I wanted to go. And now here comes the change. But in watching what they were showing us live, not just, it's going to do X, Y, and Z, but having the developers be on there showing us how easy it was to get to things. Things like you can chat directly with your customer. No more of them talking to customer service and they're going, what do they tell them? We can chat with our customers. There are so many things that they are bringing. And what about this? When they're looking for something like their skincare problem, they're actually going to be able to put, I have this, and this problem. And what's going to do, it's going to bring all the products up that are for that. And then so that way it's taking away when they're going, I don't know if I do the platinum. I don't know if I need the Farm X. I don't know if I need that. By the time they answer these questions, you're not going to feel like that you have to be the skincare guru because you're going to feel like our company is helping to bring these people to us. But here's the other thing. Say you've got somebody who's not part of that, right? You can go on and do the same thing and put in those problems. And now you can pretend that you're the skincare guru and you can find exactly what they need. So that's a win for us. That's an absolute win. So there's going to be that. The main reason, please make sure, and I mean, if you don't hear anything else right now before 12 midnight, please make sure that your email for Avon is legit. And we should have been doing this for the leaders who are on here. I hope you've talked to your team. Believe me, and I know how hard it is to reach some of them because with 600 and something on my team, I get it. But I have to believe, since I've been sending emails out and those aren't bouncing back, that whether they check them or not is not up to me. But to make sure it's real, because Our direct sales industry now has been forced to go to this validation system where they have to make sure that the person who is doing what they're doing has to make sure that they really are who they are. And the way that they're validating is through the emails. You know, I've been hearing so many things about they want the emails, they're going to take our customers, they're trying to make life harder on this, blah, 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 blah. Oh my gosh, these people, they just give me a nosebleed. No, they're not. We're the real deal now. We should have always been the real deal. And now they're giving us a system that I don't know about y'all, but when I order online or anything else, I can't even hit a special on Facebook without entering my email address. They want my email because that's validation. If you want that percentage off, you better go check your email because that's the only way you're going to get the code. The problem has been not our fault. The problem is this should have been in place years ago, and now we're just getting it. So what LG is doing is they're bringing us up into where we should have been. Like everything new, there may be some things that you don't rightfully understand at first, but everything is in Avon University. You really need to take a glimpse at the training for this because that's going to show you everything you need. I haven't even taken it all, but I do know that it's easy. It's easy to get to. Everyone is doing this but at the same time. Yes, I agree. It should have been this way to save people the headaches. Well, but here's the deal, Tammy. You're right. It should have been. And if old corporate had done what they should have done, or Cerberus had done what they should have done, maybe we would have been. But as Avon representatives, we have had to deal with, and we have always found a way to deal with whatever we have. LG is coming in, and they are getting us exactly where we should be. And is it a pain? It is. But we really needed this. I don't like it right now. I'm not going to lie. I didn't like the kickoff was in December. I didn't like that this is happening now and they're closing us a day early and that we're doing this, you know, at the end of 26. But when the reality is, this is probably never going to happen again, but they want to start our campaign 1 new year correctly. And it needs to be so that there's not a mess up of, okay, well, campaign 1 and 2 sales start, but we really aren't starting this new system till 3. We're just going to deal with it, and we're just going to be troopers with this. And don't think that there's not going to be glitches. How do you bring any new system in and there's not a glitch? There is going to be glitches, I'm sure. And if they're not, yay, LG, if there's not. But I think there might be. But they're going to make everything simpler for us. And here's the deal. It doesn't look simpler at first, but the more you do it, just like the more I dealt with the app on my phone, the easier it became. So that is something we're just going to have to deal with, okay? The other thing is this. There's a lot of talk going on about the Avon Wallet, okay? And because a lot of people were getting an email and a lot of representatives were not. It was supposed to be that way. Yeah, Janae, you're right. Practice, practice, practice. Absolutely. This was supposed to be this way. What they did is they rolled it out, the Avon Wallet, to leadership representatives, not all of them, but a lot of them. And they did that because they wanted to make sure that everybody who chose to link this to their bank account or wanted this to the card or whatever they chose, that it was going to work. Okay. And I didn't have any problem. I set mine up 2 months ago, had no problem whatsoever. No, it's not being used now, but it's there and it's ready. And that goes through a verification system too. And LG is very concerned about us being safe with anything that we do on the internet. They don't want a representative to have to worry about there being holes in our security system. And that's why we have this. So if you have not received the email, I need you to know that the first time that you, from campaign 1 on, that you earn any type of a leadership payment, a bonus, or that you have a credit on your account from direct delivery orders, whatever that is, you are going to get an email, a message, all of that to tell you boom, hey, we've got money to give you. You need to get signed up for the Avon Wallet right now, okay? So you need to watch for that, okay? Watch for that. And when you get that, who don't want their money? It's Christmas time. Everybody wants their money, right? So if somebody, even, and if you are somebody who tends to carry a credit, please understand, if you have a credit, that's going to carry over as a credit. Just like if you have a bill, that bill's going to carry over. Okay. So that's going to be a good thing too. Um, the system goes down. They close everything down at 11:59 Eastern Standard Time tonight. The system will not be back up until the 9th. Just saying. I'm going to lose my mind. Can I just say that to y'all right
I
here,
just want
right
to
now?
say that I'm gonna have straight up withdrawals, like not being able to
I
access like
the
3 days.
thought of
We look, we had a little PTSD after everything went down a few months ago. That's what it
remember when the
is.
whole system went down? You were 100% right. 100%. I told Lee, I said, the first thing I do is pick up my phone in the morning and go to Vibe and go, okay, where we're at before I even get out of bed and pee. Okay. So
Yep.
I'm going to be like, what's going to go on? Well, I guess my tree will get decorated. That will be number one. Cause right now it just got a bunch of lights on it. Ain't got nothing else.
At least you have your
So
tree up. Ours isn't up yet.
I put my tree up and decorated it before I left for Well, did only the lights and decorated that part before I left for California. So
Yeah.
trashed my body with the bending down, putting lights on and everything. I'm like, oh my gosh. But it's okay. It's okay. I've got that up and I was happy because that's the hardest part about it all, in my opinion. Um, so, you know, take advantage of that time. Make sure your customers know that, you know what, and be excited, because rather it being a pain in the butt, it can be, we are so excited. We are getting a top-notch, state-of-the-art new site. And what we want to make sure is that our customers know when this comes up, this is going to be great. This is also where you tell them, they may have, if they didn't have an email address in there before, they're going to have to go on. They're going to have to put their email address in there, because they're not going to be able to create an account that we can keep their history the way it needs to be kept. If you have somebody who absolutely doesn't want to, understand this. You're still going to be able to go into the invoicing system and make an invoice for them, but it's not going to capture the history. Okay. So I don't have a lot of people like that now, because I've been really working at this for the last 2 months to make sure everybody has an email address in, but I've got some who don't. So the point is, I'm going to go in, that invoice is going to technically, I'm going to run it through me, through Molly Stone Bibb. And then what I'm going to do is just know that when that comes out, that is such, hold on one second. I gotta move this. Um, we got to make sure that I know whose order that is. So then I cross through it, because those are only going to be for the ones that I'm delivering personally. It's not, because direct delivery, they're not going to get in without it, guys. They got to have it. And again, I know I've always said, but we're the company, we're the exception. And I still say that because, number one, we still deliver orders. No other company does that except us. So we have so many things that other companies don't have, but we may have to find another reach around for this. I don't know what that looks like for you. All we can do is share and figure out what's working for each of us and try to do it that way. And by the way, if they want to, they give you the email address and tell them to give it a chance. If they think they're getting too many emails, there is going to be now a selection. Do you want the daily promotion? Do you want this promotion? What do you want? Do you not want anything? Tell them to keep something, but that way they'll get one like every other day instead of every day, if that's the problem. I think what gets me is I get so many emails every single day, hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds, and I still go through and just delete, delete, delete. I don't look at all of them. That's just me, but I guess that's because I'm online all the time. So be prepared for this. Hopefully everybody who's on here who was supposed to put in an order has already done that. Avon, of course, is bringing the thing to us that we're going to be able to offer them, I think is, what is it, 10% off or something. So there's going to be deals out there to say, we're really sorry we were down for those couple of days, but now we're back up. But as soon as you know that we're back up, or you can get back on the site, because they're going to be sending us emails. Yep, site's back up. This is what you got to do. They're going to tell you. As soon as you know it is, then you need to go on and follow the instructions, because this isn't going to be this thing where you go in, you sign in your account number and your password anymore. This is a whole new deal. This is a whole new deal. So we're going to have to almost register to get on there, and then we're going to go from there. Okay. And we're going to keep going over stuff in the sites and the training. I'm not going to overwhelm you and give you everything, but we're going to take a few things. We're going to take them at a time. Most of it, I think, from what I see, is going to be pretty simple for all of us. It's going to be very close to what we're already doing. Hopefully, it's just going to be a little bit better. I love all these added things they're doing, like helping us to make the skincare customers be telling us what to get. And when I say that, I don't mean they're saying, oh, the Mission line is good for you. The platinum line is good for you. That's not what they do. It's like, okay, this is what I'm wanting. And it'll say the Mission cleansing, the foam cleanser is good for this. And then you're going to treat this with this. And this could be something from the Anew line. This thing may be from PharmX. They are really breaking down the best items, and I'm so excited about that, not just for you all, but for me, because even as an 18-year representative, the skincare can get confusing. It really can. It can overwhelm. Do you know if the skincare advisor quiz will still be available? I did not see anything about that in here, but I think what it comes down to, Janae, is they're having this new problem thing. Everybody who comes and wants skincare, they're trying to solve something, whether it's they want a moisturizer, or they feel like they need hydration, or it's wrinkles, or it's this, or it's that. The quiz, I think, is kind of going to be upgraded, because now it's going to say, what are your problems? And when it does, it's going to cancel out everything that's not for that. And then boom, it's going to bring up these things that are good for you to give you a complete regimen. So I'm a little excited about that, because I feel like it's going to take a lot of the game away from us where we're trying to find the right thing. Let me see if there's anything else in here. I marked a few things down. Your new website's coming. Step 1, it says, my profile, you will now be able to log into the new website without immediate access. You will not be able to. Okay. The one thing they are saying is, you will not be able to log into the new website without immediate access to the email and phone number displayed in your profile. So remember that. Check it out tonight if you're looking. Again, I'm going to get this loaded and I'm going to send this out to everybody. The crazy thing is, if they don't watch it tonight before midnight Eastern Standard Time, it's not going to matter. They're just going to have to find another way to get in. So they're going to have to remember what they used.
I did want to say that I noticed too at the bottom of the, like under the Beauty Buzz, there's 3 trainings that are going to be happening this week too. One is on the 8th, one is on the 9th, and one is on the 10th to specifically educate us about the new site. So there's no reason why people should be able to access that to get all the knowledge
and they're all going to
questions
be taped.
out of the
They're
way.
all going to be taped. It doesn't matter if you're working, doesn't matter what it is, it's going to be there. Please don't just depend on me or your upline to get you through everything. Guys, you know me. Whether you're watching this on replay, or whether you're watching this right now live with me, or whether you're on somebody else's team and you're watching this on YouTube, please start taking personal responsibility for your business. You cannot keep blaming your leader because they're not giving you the information. It's not locked to me. It is open to everybody. If there's something you don't understand, that's what we're here for as leaders and as team members, to help you understand it if you don't. But when you tell me, oh no, I haven't had the chance to take the training, but you have had the chance to reach out and text me or call me or whatever it is, you know my first question with you is going to be, did you take the training? Have you started it? Because I'm not going to know till I take the training. It's not like, oh, we got new stuff. Molly just knows. Nope, Molly's going to have to take it too. So if you're serious about your business, or maybe you haven't been right now in 2021, but you're like, I hear Cancun's coming, and we'll talk more about that next week. I really would like to earn this, or or maybe they're going to have so many things coming. They don't know where Rep Fest is yet. If there are things that you want, you have got to do the actions to really show yourself it's what you want. Because if we're just so busy complaining about what we don't like, that doesn't move you forward. It keeps you stagnated. So if you're watching this, please make sure, please make sure that you are taking this training. And I'm sure there's going to be things I don't understand, and I'm going to have to reach out to corporate, and I will. And you know me, as I get something that I think you may not know, it's going to be in the group. Starting in January, again, if you're new on here and you haven't already sent me your name and your cell number, if you want to be part of my personal text share, then you need to do that. You need to send it to me, molly7720@gmail.com. You're going to send me your cell number and your name, even if I've already got it, and say, Molly, please put me in your text group. That's all you have to put. Because and for everybody watching this on YouTube on the replay, that's just for my team, okay? Don't be everybody in Avon be trying to send me their stuff. Don't do that. I can't text 25,000 people. They're not going to let me. So for our team, and if you don't want it, it's okay. I'm still going to email. I'm still going to put it in the group if you're part of the Team Onward group. All those ways are still going to be there. But sometimes when they send us a special picture, or I find a really great, maybe an advertisement for something that's coming, if you haven't looked in the group, but I can send it to the group text, then you guys are going to get that and be like, oh man, I can use this on my social media, or I can use this in my email, or something that I feel like you need to know like right now. Okay. So if you want to be a part of that, please make sure you email me and let me know. I've already started the list, and that won't happen until January 1st, probably. And I will send, and we will be past campaign 1. Unless for some reason I choose to do it over the holidays sooner. But we will start it in January. And it's not going to be something that you're going to get texts from me every day or 5 times a day. If there's something that important, you will, but generally doesn't happen that way. It's just to let you all know what's going on for those who would like to be in the minute of knowing, okay? If for some reason you cannot get into the system when it comes up, make sure you're checking the group. Make sure you're either checking Team Onward or Onward no matter what, and see what the buzz is. Because as I get the buzz from corporate about what's going on, when things are coming up, that's where I'm going to put it first so that everybody gets it and knows. So make sure you check there. But once you get the email that, hey, it's time, be patient. The same time you're getting it, even though they're sending it out in waves, you're going to have thousands of other reps getting it. So everybody's going to be trying to get in and log on at the same time. They're pretty confident that it's going to handle it and it's going to be fine. But if you find it's not, take a deep breath. This is like anything else in life. And just let's learn this together. Let's figure out what the best practices are together. And by the time we get done, we will master this system and we will make sure that we know what we should know. And by the way, I may be giving you stuff that's great for half of you to know, but the next training could be like, well, the first one, it wasn't a lot of that. But hey, I really like that second training. My understanding is there's not going to be any changes in vibe either. So for my leaders who are worried about vibe and keeping up with your team, I don't think they're doing much with that. This is about the site as a whole and making this manageable with your every device that you have, no matter what it is. Also to get the new app. My understanding is when all this is up, if you have an Apple phone, you're going to be able to go in and get that app right away. If you don't, and it's Google, it will be available within the next few days. They will let us know. It's just something about how they did this. The Apple phones will be available first, but then you'll be able to go to the Google store. You'll be able to do, or you'll be able to download it from the site. There'll be a lot of different ways, but obviously you're going to want to make sure that you have that too, because God knows now they have me so used to running things from my phone. I got to have that. Okay. So that's where we're at with that. Does anybody have any questions? Just anything in particular that you want to know that I might know or might not know about the system? No, yes, no. You're like me. I don't know nothing more than they've told me, and they really didn't tell us a whole lot more in California. They just did a lot of demonstrations
So
there.
one thing that I have been like trying to figure out, like I know that it's going to change. Obviously, the customers that we don't have emails registered for theirs, they're going to obviously we'll have to either import them or like figure something out. Will we be able to import like if we have already exported? Come get your grandbaby. If you've already exported all of the current customers that you have, and you're still able to get the customers' emails before they upload the new site. Once that new site is live, can we still go in and import the file that we currently have and just import them that way, or is it just
I
a
don't
no
think
go
I
at
don't think
all?
you're I don't think you're going to be able to import. I think you're going to have to import one at a time. If you got stragglers who haven't given you what you got, like in other words, I've got some people that I know have completely forgotten that they told me they have emails, but do you think I have them yet? I don't. I've been on it today. I still haven't been able to raise them. But when I go in to add them as a customer, and look, for some of them, I've said, look, let's make an email together. I just have. They don't use email. I made them an email, gave them the information, made the password. They will never use it. But what's going to happen is the moment that but I had to have access to it, because if they're not going to check it, right? Because they don't have computers and they barely got a cell phone. Some of these people got a flip phone. I don't understand how they still have a flip phone. I don't understand how that stuff still works. But they don't. So the deal is, you're going to need that for verification, because the verification for the customer isn't coming through the phone number. It's coming through the email. So either they have to have access where they can go, oh yeah, it's me, and click the right thing, or you have to have access. I don't recommend that for everybody. I don't know, but here's my deal. I don't want to keep up on the customer's history if I don't have to. I have a few, not going to lie, about 25 people that, like it or not, unless I do this, I'm going to have to keep up on their history, okay? I'm not a fan, but I'll do it because they're great customers. Um, Let me see here. Hold on one second. I am looking. Somebody said, did you see my question? And I'm looking back to see if I saw the question. I didn't. Becky, oh, wait a minute. So there will be no more credits to what I owe. Becky, there will be. Okay, this is what's going to happen. If you owe Avon money and you have a direct delivery order that comes through, just like it happens now, like if you owe them $100 and you get a direct delivery order, and let's say you made $38 off that, that is going to come off your balance. Now, if you're new to Avon, newer, you don't even know what I'm talking about. But people who have been with Avon a long time, they were grandfathered with their line of credit, okay? And a lot of you people who are on here, you were grandfathered with your line of credit. So if you're watching this and you're like, I don't know what you're talking about, how do I get credit? You don't. Credit is gone, but as long as the people who had credit from a few years ago handled it correctly, LG let us keep that. So the majority of the time, Becky, you're asking, I think, too, because you do have credit. So that's going to all act the same. I never have a credit with Avon. And I mean, because between my order that I don't pay for till I collect everything, I never have a credit. But yet you people like Alicia, when she puts in her first order, she's going to have to pay for that order for who she's delivering to personally. But let's say that after she pays for that order, 3 people go to her e-store and they purchase from her, and then she's got $110 in commission coming to her. So the point is, Avon's going to tell you, hey, we got money we want to give you. You need to sign up for Avon Wallet. So she's going to say, dang straight I want my money from Avon Wallet. So she's going to go at that time, and they're going to have various ways you can get your money. And personally, I think the best way is just to link it to your bank account. I think it's going to be the fastest part, but they're going to give you the options. You go ahead. Yes, you're going to have to put your Social Security in there. Guys, direct sales industry was getting in trouble because they did not have people's Social Security, could not report to the government. There was some, not with our company so much, but there was a lot of stuff going on in other companies. Some of them have shut down their leadership programs because of it, the whole 9 yards. If this is very, very secure, very secure. I mean, can I say I haven't had a mishap with Avon ever in 18 years to do with my account or somebody getting something because of Avon. I have never, and believe me, girlfriend making some serious payments to Avon, okay, and getting some serious money. So don't be worried about that. This is LG. Remember who owns us. They're giving us the most secured security that we can get for this. But if you want your money, it's what you're going to have to do. And by the way, don't think, oh, why are they doing this? If you've ever been part of another direct sales company, they've been doing this for years. This is not new. That's how everybody from Unique to Mary Kay to Amway to everybody else is doing it. We are finally jumping on board, okay? So fill it out. So when you get that email, you want to do that. And they may even give you the option and you don't have any money there. When you get the email, do it. You want your money as quick as you can get your money, which by the way, doesn't mean 2 or 3 days now. That's one of the things that's changing. Everything's going through and it's going through like this, and you're going to get your money within 24 hours if you are signed up to do all of this. That's so new with Avon. That doesn't happen. Not in the Avon I come from, okay? But now it is. So this is, I hope that helped, Becky. I hope that's what you wanted. I have credit, but I'm asking direct delivery and what I earn from that reduce. Yes, that will reduce your, if you have a balance back, then that's what's going to happen. It is going to keep reducing that. And then if you happen to come off and you have a $13 or $14 credit or 114, they're going to want to know what to do with that money. You want to know what's great about this? Do you know that in 615 people on our team, do you know that 89 of them have a credit balance? I don't even understand that. And I don't mean current credit balance. I mean, some of these people have got 50, 60 because they never set up the thing to get their money from direct deposit. They never set it up to get it from leadership. They never set up the fact. So it's just sitting there on their account. And I'm like, y'all obviously must make more money than me because I don't want no money sitting that's supposed to be in my pocket, okay? I want it in my pocket as soon as possible. So make sure you do that, and then you allow Avon to make sure they're getting that money to you. And I think that's very, very important. So does anybody else have anything else? Again, I'm trying to keep this consolidated to just what we need to know for the next couple of days. And then Monday we will be back and I'll send you a new invite and we will do that. Anybody else got anything? Andrew, your tree's pretty. Just saying, I'm sitting here looking at it. It's pretty.
Another quick question. Is there a specific time on the 9th when they're supposed to have the site live again? Is it at midnight or is it during the day? Have they said? I don't think I've seen
no. All they did was gave us the days, and when it's up, they're going to let us know as top leaders, but then the email is going out. So all I can tell you is watch your email and then watch Team Onward and watch Onward no matter what, because as soon as they give me the A-OK, I'm copying and pasting so you guys know. So I'm going to try to use some inside stuff and hopefully they'll know and maybe they'll let me know ahead of time. But I'd really like to make sure that I get the official thing first so that there isn't any glitches for you guys, because I don't want to. You are so welcome. Thank you for being on here. So just want to make sure that everything is good. I need you to know this. We got this. We got this. I am sorry, but in 18 years of all the fouls and strikeouts that Avon Corp in the past has done with us, can I be clear? This is going to be awesome. Okay. They are bringing us something. We are going to be state of the art. And I am so excited for that. Whether you've been in Avon longer than me or you just joined, we together, this is not, oh, Molly's ahead of the game. We're all doing this together. We're all coming into this together. We're on the same playing field with this new system. But after meeting for the first time the LG partners in the last few days, we have been through quite a few owners. But I have to tell you something. I have never met more humble people who genuinely love the representative. They didn't get up on stage making it about them. They didn't get up on stage saying how wonderful they are and how successful they are. They got on stage and were so excited about the fact that they could give us something that was state of the art, because they feel like some of what's holding us back as a company is the fact that we were so behind the times. And I even feel a new feel from our account executives, Stephen Michael, Janine Whitver. I need you to know these Avon people who have been with us for a while, they have been allowed to embrace us and love us the way that we needed to be for the first time. And it was a whole different atmosphere. And I've been away from all that for almost 2 years between the pandemic and my cancer scare. So to come in and meet them and how they were, guys, we're with the right people. You know, I know that Cerberus came in with their game and they made it sound really good. But the problem with Cerberus was they had money, but they didn't have knowledge. They didn't have product knowledge. They just came in and did their thing. All of these people, and I don't mean they stayed in this corner. They were embracing representatives the whole time. The whole time they were there to answer questions. What can we do for you? So with all we've been through and as many times as we've been burnt as representatives, this is refreshing and this is new, and they are spending money on us. I mean, think about how long they've kept the $100 My Way going and all the stuff for the premiere and everything they've been giving us. They let us earn it, but it just keeps coming. You know, it just keeps coming. So stick with this. Know that you're not sitting in this place alone, okay? You are in an amazing place, just like I am. And together we're going to learn this system, and we are going to, I think, probably see some major increases coming in 2022. I am very excited for everybody, people hitting Premiere, people hitting PC and above. People may be starting to build a team because they feel like we have so much more to offer as a company. So we'll be bringing people in. I mean, we're going to do okay. We're going to be okay because we've gotten through so much worse that now having somebody work with us, oh my goodness, it feels so good. That's what I can tell you. Okay. Is Amy, I think Amy lost the connection. I know she was somewhere where she couldn't. I wanted her to talk about what she's doing. But it's okay because maybe she can come on next week, and that's really when we're going to talk about product. So hopefully that's what we're going to do. So if you all have any questions in the meantime, please feel free to reach out to me like you always do. Alicia, I'm gonna your stuff. You should get your tracking information tomorrow because I can't get on the site. So I'm packing up your brochures and your stuff that I'm going to be sending you and your samples. The other. Oh, wait a minute. Here comes Amy. Hold on. Amy's coming. Yay. Okay, Amy. I'm just going to give the floor to you. Tell people what you were doing. Hopefully, maybe not. Amy. Amy. Oh, I don't have you muted. Hold on. No, I don't have you muted, baby. What is going on? What?
Tell her to
Are you
look at
there?
her microphone at the top and unmute herself.
Look at the microphone at the top, Amy. One of the girls said, and see if it'll let you unmute because you're not showing red, Amy. You're not showing green. You're just showing gray. That's different.
Oh.
Oh
Yeah, it
my
looks
God.
like it's by phone, so it's just showing a phone icon
It,
instead of what the
Okay.
mic is.
oh my gosh. Okay, look, we're gonna let Amy. Amy, I don't know if you'll be able to next week when we're back on track, but hopefully you'll be in a better area and you'll be okay. And Amy, we will have you share next week if that's okay. We'll be talking more about sales then anyway, so that'll probably be perfect. Because her idea was so awesome and her results are so awesome. So I want you guys to be able to hear about that. Now she did, if you're in Team Onward, you can go read about it because she definitely put it out there what she was doing. So go take a look at that and you might, but I wanted to talk more about it because she gets so excited when something's been successful. I want you to hear about it. Okay. So I'm going to let you guys go. Be patient. We're going to get all this together and I will send new invites out later on in the week for the regular Monday meeting. Meeting in the box will be in here by then. We'll go over what's coming in the following campaigns. And then if there's anything that we need to talk about the new site, we will talk about with the new site then. Okay? So love you guys and I will talk to each of you later.
Thank you.
Thank you.